one pick. It's going to get some of you guys hating. If I had to buy this game all over again, would I? Did you know that the Xbox 360 has some of the best versions of racing games ever released? Welcome into the lounge, single players. Today, we're diving into my top Xbox 360 games. That the best version is still only on the Xbox 360, unless you have a PS3, but two of them still are truly console exclusive, so let's dive into it. Now, what makes a racing game great? Is it the graphics? Is it the storyline? Whatever makes a racing game great for you, leave it down in the comment section below for me. For everyone, it's different, but for this video, we're creating this list based off of what it is for me personally. So, number one, the most important, is it fun? Can't overstate that one. A game can have great graphics, it can have cool cars, or even be ranked high on Metacritic, but none of those are really going to determine if the game is truly fun. Number two, does it have a storyline, or is it at least unique overall? Number three, does it have an open world? As a single player, we love the ability to get immersed into a world and not just a storyline. And being transported into that world can be so much more fun than just the storyline. So that's why I've got open world here on the list. Number four is it affordable? I just put a review of World War Z out on my channel and talk about, is it worth it? Pricing is important because if you spend too much on a game, then it can bring some regret and therefore bring down the fun factor. So that's why that's here on this list. And finally, number five is a sense of speed. I don't really hear a lot of people talking about this one, but it's quite true. I've played a fair share of racing games. I love racing games, but despite how great a game might be, you can never underestimate how fun a racing game is with a true sense of speed and how that can transport you into that world. So let's head on and get into it. Number five on this list is Forza Motorsports 4. While both Forza Motorsports 3 and even better, Forza Horizon, I actually have both of those in my collection, came out on the Xbox 360, but both of those are actually compatible on the Xbox One, at least at the time of filming this. So that's why this one here is on this list, because it's not actually compatible. So it's definitely one to pick up. So let's head on and jump into it. Forza Motorsport 4 is a high-octane racing simulation that marked a significant milestone in the Forza series. Released for the Xbox 360 in 2011, it was the first title to support the Kinect sensor. The game features over 500 cars, guys, and 26 tracks, providing a vast array of vehicles and racing environments for players to explore. With its stunning graphics and realistic vehicle physics, Forza Motorsport 4 delivers an immersive racing experience that allows players to indulge in their passion for cars like never before. One of the standout features of Forza Motorsport 4 is the Auto Vista mode, which offers detailed views of car interiors and engine parts, enhancing the realism and depth of the game. The partnership with BBC's Top Gear also brought Jeremy Clarkson's commentary to the game, adding an extra layer of entertainment for racing enthusiasts. All right, so all that doesn't really matter if it's not fun, but fortunately for me, it is. My wife drives a Chevy Spark, and I was surprised to find it in the selection of vehicles in this game. And I'll head and leave some footage up here. And to my knowledge, this is the only racing game that offers that option of a car. So, you know, even if you're not interested in that car, it does speak to the selection of vehicles that they have in this game. While it doesn't really have any storyline, except for the little bit of commentary, that doesn't, you know, it helps a little bit, but doesn't really count for this. There is definitely no open world, so it doesn't count for that either. But fortunately, it is under $10, so it definitely qualifies. And this game, unfortunately, does not have real sense of speed, especially at the beginning of this game. So it doesn't really get a up point for that either. And so we're going on to number four. We have Need for Speed Shift to the Limited Edition for the Xbox 360. It is another racing game that offers an immersive experience with its advanced features. The Limited Edition includes 3 additional cars, guys. It also provides 40 extra career events. allowing players to race in single type events with all racers in the same car, battle in classic and modern versions of the same car, in old versus new events, and engage in manufacturer showdowns with racers behind the wheels of different car makes and models. The game features first person racing with an all new helmet, guys, or a whole new helmet cam that recreates realistic driver helmet movements. I love this part. It delivers an unparalleled sensation of speed. It boosts authentic car and crash physics, terrifying night racing, and a battle scarred look and feel of both cars and tracks, especially when you crash. Customization is a key aspect of this game, allowing players to unleash their creativity to turn some of the world's most elite high-performance vehicles into fire-breathing weapons. You can custom the engine, body, suspension, and much more with this game. All right, guys, I love this game. I love the sense of speed that it brings, and you can actually be carried away with it, especially with the physics. It's just an awesome game. Despite it not having a storyline or an open world, it is possible to get this on the PS3, though, so that is a positive thing for you PlayStation fans. I'm an Xbox guy, but that's okay. I love all games I play. I have PS4, Xbox One. I love games. So again, it is available on the PS3, but unfortunately, this is truly a console exclusive one. It's only on the Xbox 360, and it's not backwards compatible. Number 4 is definitely going to be this one because it does have that true sense of speed. And also, it is quite affordable. It's around $10. And because of those things, it is number 4 on our list. Number 3 is Blur. Blur is an exhilarating vehicular combat racing game, guys, that combines the thrill of high-speed racing with the intensity of arcade-style combat. Developed by Bizarre Creations and published by Activision, this game was released for Xbox 360 in 2010. Players can choose from a variety of real-world cars and locations, each with unique traits like acceleration, speed, drift, grip, and stability. The game features a career mode where players are guided by Shannon to encounter numerous characters and licensed cars such as the Dodge Viper. The gameplay revolves around the collecting power-ups that can be used offensively and defensively. These include weapons like mines and nitrous boosts, as well as a repair wrench for damage recovery and a defensive shield also. The tracks are inspired by real-world environments, again, adding to the immersive experience. As players progress, they earn fan points to unlock more cars, parts, and fans for their user base. Blur offers both single-player and multiplayer modes, providing an intense racing experience where players can blast opponents out of the way with energy bursts or defend themselves with shields. It's a game that's sure to keep you on the edge of your seat, guys, as you race to the finish. If you guys couldn't tell from that, man, this game is definitely a lot of fun. It's great. It's also on the PS3, so that's great. Also, this game is definitely meant to be played as a multiplayer game, but it's even just as a single player. I really enjoyed the career mode, so it's worth it for that. It's really cool how, and really unique how it brings Mario Kart into a Need for Speed world with great drifting, and so definitely qualifies as the unique part. But while this game doesn't have an open world, it does have an enjoyable sense of speed also, as you guys saw in the footage. And the biggest hang up for me is this game and its price. And it's currently about $45 right now. It's the second most expensive game in my collection. If you stick around to the end of this video, you'll find actually my most expensive game in this collection. But also, while I do recommend this game, it's not necessarily worth it for the price unless you're really interested in that. So just keep that in mind. So number 2, I'm going to get a little bit of hate for this, is Need for Speed Most Wanted, the 2005 Edition. Need for Speed Most Wanted for the Xbox 360 is a thrilling racing game, guys, that puts you in the shoes of a street racer aiming to become the most notorious driver in the city. The game features a variety of vehicle types and destructible urban maps with shortcuts, traffic, and patrolling police. Players must outmaneuver both rival racers and law enforcement to increase their reputation and claim the street racing blacklist. The gameplay includes a mix of competitive racing across circuits and point-to-point races, as well as checkpoint, sprint, and drag races. The game's main storyline involves competing against 15 of the city's elite straight racers to become the most wanted racer. Along the way, players do seek revenge against those who took their car and develop a feud with the city's police department. With its intense police pursuits and customizable cars, Need for Speed Most Wanted offers an immersive experience that has been acclaimed as one of the greatest racing games of all time. And I agree with it, especially for the time frame that this game came out. And this was a close tie with my number one pick. It's going to get some of you guys hating, but that's okay. It's how I feel. And the reason I kept this game back is because of its price. This game has the storyline, the open world. It's tons of fun, a super enjoyable sense of speed that you guys saw, but it's around $65. So is it worth the price? I'll leave that decision up to you. But if I had to buy this game all over again, would I? Yeah, I definitely would. Without a doubt. That's partly just because I played it. I know what the game's value is for me personally. Would it hurt to spend that much money for a pre-owned game? Absolutely. Which is why it loses the affordability price, because unless you know that you're going to enjoy this game, I don't know if it's justifiable at that price. But it's definitely worth it, at least for me. Now, number one is, again, going to get some hate, but I love this game. I don't think it's talked about nearly as much. It's Need for Speed Undercover. All right, guys, Need for Speed Undercover for Xbox 360 is a high-octane racing game that immerses players in the world of illegal street racing. Released in 2008, this installment is the 12th in the Need for Speed series and was developed by EA Black Box. The game features a variety of licensed real-world cars that players can customize and upgrade, enhancing their performance for the races ahead. The main storyline revolves around the player taking on the role of an undercover police officer investigating a criminal syndicate involved with stolen cars and street racers. The game's open world settings allow for a mix of racing styles, including a circuit, point-to-point, and checkpoint races, as well as police pursuit events that add an extra layer of excitement and challenge, which this game does definitely have, but it's a lot of fun. Players can engage in thrilling races across the fictional Tri-City area, dodging police and rival racers while trying to maintain their cover. The game also includes new events like Outrun and Highway Battle, which test players' skills in overtaking rivals and navigating through traffic. With its blend of action-packed racing and undercover investigation, Need for Speed Undercover offers a unique experience that keeps players on the edge of their seats as they race towards victory. All right, guys, as you just saw, this game does have a really cool look to its open world. Also, it does have an enjoyable sense of speed, and it's affordable at only $10, guys, for a complete copy. Also, a unique storyline, so there's that too. But compared to price-wise, I mean, this is going to be, 6.5 times that amount. This is the most expensive game I have currently in my collection, and it's console exclusive, so it's a really cool game, but it's 6.5 times the price. Man, it hurts the wallet. But for me, this game is the most fun. Is it going to be the most fun for you? It depends on your definition of fun. Is it a perfect game? No, but none of the games I've mentioned today are perfect, guys. And so it really just depends on if you have fun with it, then it's a fun game. And that's what this gaming channel is all about. If you have fun playing single player games, then do me a huge favor and hit the subscribe button down below. It's free and it would mean a whole lot to me. And if you have a favorite Xbox 360 game, racing game that you want, or even just an Xbox 360 game, head on and leave it down in the comment section below. I'll check it out and let you know if I've played it also. If you're interested in an Xbox 360 game based on a movie, check out this video. But until next time, you guys have fun playing single player games, all right?